going to have a few more pints, maybe. One more? Thanks very much, sir. Bye.
A scene like this been impossible a short time ago. And if it still seems improbable, it's only because the milkman finds it difficult to read Chinese house numbers. As for the milk, it was drawn from English cows 3 months ago on an English farm nearly 8,000 miles away. The idea of being able to open a pint of milk months after it was produced and find it as fresh as the day it left the dairy sounds like pure fantasy. However, for many years it was recognized that a long-keeping milk was possible if only the enormous practical difficulties could be overcome. Longlife milk is the story of 9 years' patience and determination, and finally success. To understand how this was done, we need to know a few facts about milk, the way it behaves, and why it goes sour. Milk from an absolutely healthy cow is virtually sterile, and if we could drink our milk as soon as this, it would save a lot of trouble. But once exposed to the air, bacteria, which find their way into the milk, very quickly multiply, turning it sour and limiting its life. So until now, the term fresh milk has had only one meaning: milk that has been drawn, bottled, and sold in the shortest possible time. But for many years, the dream of the dairy industry has been to retain this freshness for a longer period. The first essential is to keep equipment spotlessly clean and the temperature of the milk as low as possible. This slows down the activity of the bacteria, but does not kill them. And the only way to eliminate them without harming the milk is by some form of heat treatment. Now, heat treatment is already applied to the milk sold in many countries in the form of pasteurization. But pasteurization does not sterilize the milk. It only kills off those organisms harmful to man. For many years, it has been possible to make milk sterile by raising it to a high temperature. But this gives it a cooked flavor and destroys certain vitamins and enzymes in the process. So the problem was to find a way of sterilizing milk without affecting the quality. A long series of tests began. Milk was heated under various conditions, and the changes in texture, color, and flavor were carefully investigated. Eventually, a technique was perfected in which milk is rapidly heated to a very high temperature and then cooled almost instantly. This kills all the bacteria without spoiling the flavor. In this plant, the milk is heated to 132 degrees centigrade, held for about 2 seconds, and then cooled very rapidly to 4 degrees centigrade, a drop of 128 degrees. But even this was not the complete answer to the problem, for ultra-high temperature treatment is only effective if the milk can be put into sterilized containers under sterile conditions. Ordinary milk bottles are difficult to fill and seal in this way. So the answer was to carton the milk in containers known as TetraPaks, which are made from a continuous sheet of treated paper laminated with aluminium foil and polythene. material is very easy to handle and can be effectively sterilized, formed, filled and sealed in a continuous operation. There is a world of difference between a successful laboratory experiment and a viable commercial undertaking, and the final step was a massive testing program. Different batches of milk were sampled and minute variations recorded and analyzed. Countries all over the world, to be stored and used in the widest possible variety of conditions. Finally, in February 1965, the breakthrough was announced, and was followed by official approval for the sale of the new milk in an amendment to the existing British regulations. With regular deliveries, it is easy to take milk for granted until you run out. Basically, long life milk means never running out again. It means freedom to do extra cooking at any time. It means more room in the refrigerator. No panic if people turn up for tea unexpectedly, and no waste if the people who should turn up don't. It will keep for at least 5 months, although once opened, it must be treated like ordinary milk. Away from home, it's even more useful. When camping, there is no need to look around for a dairy in order to be sure of a supply of fresh milk. Young children used to pasteurized milk can quite safely be given long life milk. It has its natural content of cream and the same food value as the fresh milk they drink at home. TetraPak cartons, too, offer real advantages over bottles. They are much lighter and can be packed into any convenient space.
Number 14, Colonel Williams on baby, 16 hands, unported on the last round, now running for a track.
Keeping food fresh when catering out of doors is often a problem, especially in summer. Milk is difficult to keep in warm weather, and in any event, it isn't always easy to get large quantities at short notice. Caterers dependent in the past on tinned or sterilized milk can now keep a supply of fresh milk in reserve for any summer occasion. It's been said that Britain has no climate, only examples of weather. The rush to the coast on a hot weekend can swell the numbers of a seaside town by thousands in a single day. Hotels with a reserve of long life milk can meet the demand or hold their supplies until the next fine day, even if it doesn't come for weeks. For most people, Longlife milk is simply a very convenient alternative to ordinary milk. But in cases where fresh bottled milk is not available, it has opened up entirely new possibilities. Cut off by wind and weather, the lighthouse keeper, like many others in isolated jobs, is breaking for the first time a lifelong routine of living on tinned or dried milk, often for weeks on end. But it is on the sea itself that the greatest impact has been made. The yachtsman, the crew of a trawler on the South China Sea, and passengers looking for sunshine on an ocean liner all share for the first time the simple luxury of fresh milk. The export potential of Longlife milk was recognized from the earliest days. After all, there were no problems about refrigeration or storage, and the cartons could be neatly packed and stowed. Now, millions of gallons have been sent to more than 50 countries throughout the world. To some of these places, thousands of miles away, on the other side of the earth, Longlife milk has been almost as dramatic an innovation as tea and coffee to 17th century Britain.
God. Up. Back. God. Oh, out.
In the tropics, where fresh milk is virtually unknown, a number of major organizations have been quick to recognize the possibilities of long-life milk. It is invaluable for pack rations or typhoon stores, and the NAFE distributes it to British forces throughout the world. In the same way, expeditions, ranging from geographical surveys in the Antarctic and Iceland to cave explorations in Morocco and Turkey, have taken it on as part of their regular supplies. Children, of course, have benefited enormously. Fresh milk, with its high protein and mineral content, is also an excellent source of vitamins and one of the best bodybuilding foods. It is remarkable how easily these young people have adapted themselves to milk, accepting as a natural part of their diet something of which previous generations knew nothing. Advancing medical science tends to standardize hospital treatment all over the world. In Asia, as in Europe, fresh milk is a valuable asset, particularly for mothers in maternity wards. There is no such thing as a perfect food, but milk comes closer than anything else and contains some of nearly all the essential ingredients to maintain life and health. For children like these, living a hand-to-mouth existence on a monotonous diet, a daily intake of milk can mean literally the difference between reasonable health or slow death from deficiency diseases. The further potential for long-life milk is vast. In hot countries, for example, the short life of untreated milk means that cities depend for their supplies on the cattle kept nearby. Milk from further afield cannot be used. But by setting up UHT plants, milk can be treated in the best grazing areas and then distributed to the cities without the need for refrigerated containers. Every scene like this is history in the making, a history that will soon become part of the background of different peoples all over the world. For there is no doubt that the discovery and practical application of long-life milk ranks as one of the outstanding achievements of the century.